it! Ugh! Yeah. Hi, Nina. I think I'm about to mute over. Oh, let me do this really quick. Because that's what I keep forgetting to do. Live. Meow, 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 meow. Pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, I'm only just partially stimming. Or really, really stimming. Ayo. All right, we just need some tapping going on. And everything fucking reset, and I'm so sad. We out here. Oh, frick. Do 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 do. See, this is what happened. Hi, Triple. Hi, Dano. Hello, Lisa. Damn it, it's still not working. Okay. I readjusted it and everything. I just want to heart me on my head. All right. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait till I get up to 4K taps over on the TikToks because that's just the way I work, and I know that you're impatient, so you're just gonna have to wait in the request box, or you can call the number after I get to 4K. Hello, welcome in. Oh wow, I'm gonna just shut the fuck down because why? Why would that be? Why would that be it? Why would that be the raid? And I know it was Lynatti. And I know it was Lynatti. Ha ha ha. Y'all are so funny. If y'all make me sit here in silence today. Oh, Jennifer Lopez. Hi. All right, so y'all know what to do. I'm gonna need the gift goal taken care of. I also, you know that my okay, you know that I have my gift gallery. Sorry, my OBS decided to say F off, and so the entire redirect went. I have no idea somewhere, not to me. Welcome in. I appreciate the heart me's already. Please continue to tap. No one comes up until I get to 4K. Same thing with the phones. Or phones. There's only one phone. And we're not grooving today. Thank you. You might be lonely over there because, yep, like I said, my OBS deleted my broadcast that Monty redirected to. So. But here, I just want to let you all know I do have a little goal over here, and it's just for to do good rat shit. This is going to a family that has unfortunately been affected by this administration and their buffoonery and cuts and stuff like that. So it's very important because I believe that people deserve to eat. I don't care who you are, you deserve to eat. Okay. It's not a privilege. It's an absolute right and because it's an absolute need. Okay. So please, please, please do me a big old favor. Please do me a big old favor and just let me know to check the apps. I'll give you a shout out if you want. I won't give you a shout out if you don't want. But this is to make sure that a family can eat this month and take care of their urgent bills. Yeah. Apparently words are going to be hard for me today, but it's totally okay. We got this. So, next question is, how does this look? Oh, thank you, Dragon's Cow. And if you're not already following me on the tubes, please look also in my links to do that. That'd be greatly appreciated. Unfortunately, my misfortunate self messed up the hold redirect, but it's fine. We're going to truck along. Ooh, yes, please keep tapping. Just keep tapping. And don't forget to repost, share, all that jazz. You can also post it to your story. Hi. How does it look?
Good to me.
Oh, you're low.
How does it look now that I'm on the
Am I dumb? Hold on. Now talk.
Hello.
Okay. It was I turned my headphones all the way down. All right, I'm halfway off the screen with you on the panel. Ugh.
So yeah, how does it look to the chat now that someone's on the panel? It'd be shifting.
It's fine. I'm looking at it.
Cool.
Look
Also, turn your co-host invites on because Moni tried to co-host with you to send people over.
Oh, it's not even okay. I'll have to figure that out some other time. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know why that would be. Anyway.
That's a good rat.
What's up?
Is that the good rat?
Yes, my little good rat.
It's cute.
Thank you. I love it. It's so ugly, it's cute, it's adorable. That's how people describe me. Any Hoosers, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
Okay.
Please make sure that you are also showing love to my lovely co-host, my incidentally gay bestie.
Yep, apparently.
Mm-hmm. I actually need to go back and take that quiz because I took it on a different website, which only wanted me to do a deeper dive that they didn't actually give me my results. So I need to go back to that one. Yes, continue tapping, continue doing the great things. If you have a misogynistic person that you cannot stand, and yes, I said misogynistic and not misogynistic, or a racist, or anybody that wants to unpack some shit, let's figure out why didn't they actually vote? Maybe it's not because of, two birds with the same wing or some shit. Maybe it's because they have some unpacking to do with their bigotry. And that's okay. We can do that here. Okay. Um,
Maybe they're not two coins with the same side, or
they don't even try me. But yes,
two girls with one the same. Never mind.
Blue.
Hmm?
I think it's time you go back to church. And that's coming from me, who doesn't even do that shit.
How was their Sunday?
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Already getting a good start. All right, this is from Dad. Food is a right. People need to eat. Oh, and that number has been bugging me. What is the number? Oh, we'll figure that out. You can let him up. I'm pretty sure that's a crash out.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, and W2 and W Dan and says this is for good rat shit. So, hi. How old are you?
Hello, I'm 30.
Um okay. What did you want to come in or what did you want to talk about?
Um, it says choose your privilege, and I just wanted to ask, do you believe all men have male privilege?
In a
Yes.
system of the patriarchy, absolutely.
I mean, all men?
Yes.
Why do you believe that?
Hold on just a second. Why don't you believe that? Like what would not be privilege for men?
What do you mean? What would not be privilege?
Like
Not being advantaged,
yeah.
right? Because of a
Well,
man.
yeah, like how would a man not have privilege in a society of like a societal patriarchy?
But I don't even think it makes sense to describe society as a patriarchy.
That's wild. Okay.
I mean, what's wild about it? Like, I'm not saying that there aren't some aspects to our society that are like male dominated, but there's others that are female dominated, arguing that social organization as a whole within the United States is primarily patriarchal, just doesn't match the historical record. If we look at like people's if we look at people's outcomes, we can see that class and race predict people's outcomes more consistently than their gender. So why would we describe that society as primarily organized around gender?
Class doesn't overshadow either of those.
That, that's not
Race
Oh
what I
or
wait,
said.
gender.
he's serious. Wait, you're serious?
I mean, what exactly do you disagree with?
No, I was at you're like that's like seriously like you seriously believe that?
So what exactly do you disagree with?
I'm asking if you are serious. Are you serious about what
Do,
you
do,
just said?
do you think that I'm serious, ma'am?
I'm asking a question. Why can't you just answer the question? It's either you're
Yeah,
serious or you're not
yes,
serious.
I'm serious.
Poor
I'm not
person.
trolling. I'm being dead serious.
All
Now,
right.
what exactly do you disagree with?
Because when men step into a female dominated role, they are actually like, and they're like legitimately just mediocre, not even like going above and beyond. They are graced with so much, oh my goodness, look at you stepping outside the box. Look at you, you're doing great.
So you didn't actually address anything I said.
You said, did he
You gave
mention
some
that?
narrative.
You
You
wait,
gave
hold on,
some
hold on, hold on,
narrative.
hold on. But did he said a man stepping into a female dominated role, right?
Yep.
No,
And
I did
so
not.
yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Damn
Did
it.
you hear what I said? I said that why would we describe
This is why we
our society as primarily organized around gender? I said that there are male dominated spaces and female dominated spaces. I didn't say anything about men going into female dominated or males going into female dominated spaces. I didn't say anything about that.
What is a female dominated space?
Um, child rearing, education. Are these not female dominated spaces? I mean, that's kind of what feminists themselves argue.
So
So, like,
boxes that the patriarchy has put women into.
what do you mean the patriarchy has put women into these positions?
It's legitimately this is
What I just said.
gender roles.
Right,
Because
but why are
okay, so the patriarchy has constructed gender roles, and so basically it's this box. So I'm not saying that's the thing. Just because just because you may have a privilege in society doesn't mean you also can't be harmed, right? You're just harmed less.
sure, and just because you've been harmed in society doesn't mean you can't be privileged, right? It's contextual.
I feel like you're running into the point.
No. I think you're running into the point. It's contextual. I think we can all agree on that, right? Males may have privilege in one context. Females may have privilege in another context. You're systematically underdetermining the areas where women and girls have advantages over boys and men. You're saying those don't matter, and your argument is, oh, society is run by men, but you can't apply this generally, right? Because what about indigenous men or black men? They didn't create the society. They were enslaved by it. They were genocided by it.
Okay,
It doesn't
okay.
make sense to hold on. It doesn't make sense to argue that they are privileged in a society that has historically targeted them. So if we're going to go with the whole, well, you can be harmed in society and privileged, this applies to everyone. We have to account for all harms, all
Intersectionality.
privileges, all
Wow,
disadvantages,
that's
all
okay.
of them, not just the ones you want to pick.
Okay. Have you heard of weaponized incompetence?
Yes, I think you're demonstrating some right now.
I'm demonstrating it. How am I demonstrating it?
Right, you haven't engaged in a single point that I stated whilst bringing up or weaponized incompetence. What exactly about what I just said do you disagree with, and why?
I
If
was
you're not incompetent, you should be able to do this.
I was trying to so you don't know what
Just a
weaponized
second.
incompetence
Just a
is.
second.
I
Hold
do.
on.
This
Hold on.
is
Just a second. Just a
we
second.
don't need these.
Hey, why are you being just like so just emotional right now?
Oh, I apologize. I'll tone it down. Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead, Blue.
So when you talk about quote unquote child rearing and how that's a woman dominated space, uh, that is a cop out to keep or to allow men to shirk responsibility in quote unquote child rearing. That's weaponized incompetence.
No, it's labor specialization.
It's
Like, do you
labor
go?
specialization.
Hold on.
What school
Let me
did
ask you. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
what school did women
Hold on.
go
Let me ask you a
to
question
learn
real quick.
child rearing?
I'm sorry. What?
What school did women go to that men didn't go to to specialize in child rearing?
They didn't go to a school. Do you think that
So how do
social roles?
labor specialize?
Hold on. Do you think that social roles didn't exist before schooling did? Do you need to go to school to instantiate a social
But
role in society?
but you said it was labor specialization. So it was
Right. This
so
doesn't
was it
require
not so is
schooling.
it not societally put into women
Sure.
to do that? So because of the
Hold on,
patriarchy, they
bro.
have been put into that position.
Hold on. Let's track this, right? A couple thousand years ago, if you wanted to be a blacksmith, you'd go to a blacksmith and learn from a blacksmith, right? We get these social roles or these specializations instantiated through many different methods other than formal education. Like
So
formal
because
education hasn't existed for most people for most of history, bro. This is a relatively recent invention.
so what you're saying is because men decided that they didn't want to go and learn
Who
from
says
women
men
how to
decided these things?
what are you
It's an
going to let me finish
assumption.
sentence? Because you were talking about people who wanted to learn to be a blacksmith. They would go to a blacksmith. They would want to go to a blacksmith
Yes, but they didn't
to
always
learn.
choose. They didn't always
So
choose. You're hyper
so
focused.
men
Right.
so men because of the patriarchy didn't go to women to learn to be better at child rearing. Women remained the primary people
Bro,
for child rearing.
that doesn't make any sense. Historically, when you have
It's
society
my fucking live. Hold on, just a second. Okay, so you keep saying social roles, right?
Sure.
Okay, so social roles that were formed under the patriarchy. So
Says
in the
who?
huh?
Says who? All
Okay,
social roles were formed under the patriarchy. You mean,
social roles that have been formed under the patriarchy.
right? So, do you? How old is the patriarchy? Do you know? Like, what's the oldest known
Hmm,
example of the patriarchy?
that's actually a good question.
Well, it's roughly 6,000 years, right? 4,000 BC in modern day or modern day
You're going
Iran,
for
which was at the
6,000?
time,
Okay.
right? So, and human anatomically modern humans are 250,000 years old. So, for that other 246,000 years, what were we doing? Do you think women didn't have a preponderance in child rearing during that time prior to patriarchy?
Actually, um, that's or so you know that like a lot of indigenous tribes and stuff like that, they actually either they had a matriarchal society or they had a say it blue.
Egalitarianism.
There you go. And so it wasn't necessarily like they or there were specific gender roles, right? It was just they worked alongside one another, or women just made sure shit was taken care of. Like meaning when I say shit was taken care of, meaning like everybody benefited from everything, which would be closer or closest to that one.
Sure.
So and then
So, are you
what?
saying?
So
So, are you? My
these
fault.
are
Go ahead.
things that have happened. So, for instance, imperialism and colonization have
Mhm.
actually taken over those tribes and or communities that were run where women weren't just seen as the ones that were doing the child rearing and the men went and did the hunting or they did these like blacksmith things and all this stuff. It was everybody eats and everybody works and we everybody is fucking human and then so that's a big thing to put into place. But um, the thing is greed from and that's something that people struggle with is like when like so you think about things like capitalism, you think about things when it comes to yeah, capitalism. You think about things when it comes to faith and religion because you think about the Crusades. Um, these are things because people equate power with success for some reason. And because they're feeling fucking inferior. And typically
I
when
think
you're
that's
trying
dishonest.
huh?
I think that's dishonest. Like, yeah, sure, people
What's
connect power
dishonest?
to.
What's
Well, I think that
dishonest?
people.
No, which part was dishonest?
Well, the power part. Like, I think that to some degree you're right, but also I think a lot of people associate power with protection. Like, if you're vulnerable, like it's largely a result of being powerless, and so people seek out power to protect themselves. I think this is a human thing, and we need to account for it instead of endlessly moralizing and narrativizing it. People want to be safe, and power is the way that they see of gaining that, right? I think the best solution for us is to, use the power that exists to make sure everyone feels safe. They'll be less likely to do all of this shit. Like these are some of the most robust findings in criminology. People rates both rates of victimization and perpetration of violent crime are associated with socioeconomic status, poverty levels, childhood abuse, all of these things. I think the best solution is go to the root of the problem with children. Children are suffering. As long if we protect them and we make sure they're safe and they grow up fine, like these problems will be at least mitigated to some degree and we can find some more effective path forward. Like sitting here and incessantly blaming people who were born 20 years ago for the quote unquote patriarchy doesn't make any sense. It's unproductive. It's divisive. We're not getting anywhere. Like
I
feminism has
know
been
who
doing
he
this for 50
is.
years. Who am I?
He's the All Lives
really?
Matter dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Never in my life have I ever said all lives matter.
Oh, but when I was
What the
no,
fuck?
because I was in here talking about fucking femicide, and you were like, but what about the children? What about the men?
Oh no, yeah, I did say that. That's not all lives matter. I was saying if we're talking about homicide, there are
No,
many
you're
types
the
of
one
homicide.
who
Why
all
no,
lives matter
why does
flew over
one
his
type of
head.
homicide matter more than the others? That was the question. Because some
Exactly.
are more common than others.
Yes. So you're the all
So
lives
yeah,
matter guy.
so exactly. Can you answer this question? If 85% of or 80% of homicide victims are one group, why would we pretend like the 20% are the main victims? Please explain that to me. Exactly. This is not an all lives matter argument because 80% of the victims are in one group. I'm saying that that problem is just objectively, quantitatively bigger.
Do
That's
you
what it is.
do you think I'm literally saying like? Do you think that when I say, "Oh, you promote all lives matter," right? You
No,
think?
I don't promote all lives matter because
No,
if we were
I'm
talking,
at.
hold
Can
on,
I
Listen to
finish the
her
question?
question.
fine, my fault.
When I'm saying, do you think I'm legitimately calling you like all life, or I'm saying that you think all lives matter was like basically needed to be the message instead of Black Lives Matter?
No, I think you're basically pointing to what you see as a pattern of you discussing one thing and me saying, oh, well, what about this other thing? But that's not the point I'm making because, for example, if we were talking about rape, we center women there. They're 90% of the victims. Why would we center men in that conversation? It doesn't make sense. I'm making the exact same argument for homicide because the same thing is true. I like this is not about harming women or throwing women under the bus. If we want to actually solve the problem, we have to accurately identify what the problem actually is. Sitting up here and hyper focusing on 20% of victims while you largely ignore the other 80% doesn't make sense.
Do you know why we do you know why we don't not even why it's important that we focus on like femicide and the assaults that happen towards women, and why that's important, right?
I
Is
understand
because
why it's
it's because of the common denominator perpetrator.
and that's kind of the point, right? That's true for some crimes, but what about other crimes? When we look at child abuse, the plurality of perpetrators are women, and this is more
Because of
far
your
more.
pay,
Hold on,
remember
hold
their
on. Let me finish. Let me
patriarchal.
finish. Let me finish,
Who are
bro.
the
Let me
primary child
finish,
rearers?
bro. Let me finish.
Who
Let
are
me
the
finish.
primary child rearers?
Women, yes. This is not
So
something men
so
made
the
up.
men, not even
Men did
being
not make
in
this
the
arrangement
picture.
up. Men did not invent this arrangement. Acting like they did is
What?
ridiculous. Men did not invent this arrangement.
Okay.
Who invented it? Who do you think invented it? When? Where? Why?
Men, let me see. I even pull this up because men actually realized, oh yeah, we are pretty equal, great. However, there's one thing that women can do that we can't do.
Huh? I think okay. Who gestates and lactates? Males or females?
That's what she's
Right. So she is correct. Men cannot do this job as efficiently as women can do it. So historically, women have
No,
done it.
I'm
Even
talking about being able to shoot something out of your fucking down below. Like, what in
what,
the
what
world?
that's how reproduction works. What are you talking about? Why would that be relevant here?
Hey, yo, hey, so, Charity fund is going. So that is you keep walking right into the point, and then you just tips with the
Sure,
nose.
explain it to me. I'm a bit slow on the uptake.
Okay, so when it came to when it came to societies where it was very even keeled, they realized that it was pretty even keeled. But the reason why it actually wasn't even keeled is because women could do one thing that men could not.
Sure.
and that was projectile vomiting a human out of their crotch.
Sure. And do you
Okay.
think that? So let me
So
ask you a quick question. Let me ask you a quick question. Do you think that the basis of all social organization revolves around that asymmetry, reproductive asymmetry? It's the most fundamental difference in human societies, right? The difference between males and females and what that means materially. Do you think that this is the primary organizing feature of societies generally? Isn't that your whole argument? It's all about gender, right? That's the principle.
Yep.
Reproductive asymmetry. We both agree on this, right?
You just
Men
created an
didn't
argument
create reproductive asymmetry, did we?
because that was never a full argument with that.
all right, well, you can come back another time. Capitalism got you multiple times.
Sure.
Okay.
Y'all
Just made up an argument.
Reproductive asymmetry. Why? Like, thank you, Dan, and thank you, Oya. That can be added to this. My question is, and honestly, men or white people in the chat can chime in. Why is it that people feel so threatened when privilege is pointed out? Because I can admit, I'm not fully able-bodied, but I know that I still have a privilege of like able-bodiedness, right? Like I know that there's also a hierarchy. Words are really going to be like that today. I know that there is a hierarchy when it comes to the severity or how much a particular disability affects people. What? Bye. So I'm really not sure why it becomes a threat when someone says, like, because I'm not saying you have it better than me. I'm just saying that what you have gone through wasn't because of the dangling between your legs. Or I'm not saying you had, like, I'm not saying you had or you didn't have a hard life. I'm just saying you didn't have a hard life because of your skin color.
I think that the what we've grown up learning the word privilege as makes
Monetary.
people that just it makes people feel like their accomplishments aren't their own and that they got what they got because of like whatever the privilege is, even when it is the truth, when it is the case in some situations, they still don't want to feel like I think they feel like it's taking something away from them.
Yeah. And that's this thing. It's not like, I'm not saying like, so when people talk about these hierarchies and these privileges, it's not taking away from work you put in. It's not taking away from any of your struggles. It's not invalidating any of that. It is a matter of understanding intersectionality and how marginalized communities actually have a disadvantage. So they just have to do that much more to be able to get through that, right? So it's not saying you didn't do something. It's just saying it wasn't hard because you have, whether it's fucking male reproductive parts or because you have, honestly, never mind. I'm not even gonna say male reproductive parts, just because you present to the world as a man.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are trans men the trans men in general actually can benefit from the patriarchy, because let's be so fucking for real. Nobody can ever fucking tell. No matter how much they want to admit that they do. So it's not saying that you don't have it hard or you didn't have it hard or any of these things. It's just saying it wasn't because of you being a man. It wasn't because, or you being a boy, because boys will be boys. Got away with that shit all the time.
Yep.
Um, it wasn't because you know how you don't get a messy shirt by going to bed. Bye. Yeah, so those are just not the things that those are just not the fact those are not the things that pile onto your rough time or your complicated life or stuff like that. And I'm not saying it's just made your life that much easier. Anything. I'm not taking away from that. So the taps have slowed down tremendously, and so have so I need all around engagement. So even if you're not hitting the gift goal or the gift gallery, please make sure you're taking care of blue, even if they're just one little coin things, as well as going through and like sending in your favorite emojis, sending in your favorite stickers. If you don't see stickers, that's because you haven't sent a heart me. I know who you are. So these are the things that will help drive engagement. I will try and I'm trying to do a couple like little experiments with this, but that's not even real, dude. Thank you for sending those heart me's. And then I appreciate all the donos for this Good Rat Shit Fund. I really do. And I do appreciate that because I want to make sure that I can remind people that they're not less than if they're struggling. Like, just because they're struggling, it doesn't mean they are less deserving of like respect, less deserving of anything. So just please, I just want to make sure that that family knows that they are just as worthy to eat as anybody else is. We feed our fucking prisoners.
Yep.
Which pisses me off that people are like, how dare a child get a meal? Bro, what?
Mm-hmm.
It's not manipulating the system. It's just making sure people,
Live.
Yeah. Is this an op chatting with? I haven't been paying attention. Citizen Parish. Intersectionally and marginalized propaganda is communist. Come here. Come here. I just want to talk. Oh, why'd you decline?
Oh, they just want to be a keyboard warrior?
Why'd you decline? That's not nice. Oh, why'd you decline again? That's not nice.
Intersectionality and marginalized propaganda. That's crazy.
All right, well, you can give us a call if you decide that you want to have a chat. If you just don't want to be on a panel. But you are muted for the rest of the live.
So you can have even more anonymity. Just notice what y'all like. Y'all don't like to be able to be held to the statements that you make.
Oh, my bad, Justin. I'm a little behind. I don't know what you were, but you got some love from Justin saying, love what Blue said about it. Um, Offhand, there's a fear of one, cost, and two, revenge.
Talking about the privilege. A lot of people
Ah,
don't
okay.
like to hear that they have privilege.
Yeah, and the thing is, all you have to do is like wield your power for good. Like that's it.
Hmm.
That just means you have more power to make more change and positive change and get more recognition for the shit that you do. Thank you, Hubbub. That was your first gift.
Oh,
I'm so happy I could be your first time. I know it's a wild ride, but it's very enjoyable. Thank you. I really
thank,
appreciate it.
thank you for letting me pop your cherry.
This is so cute. Oh, that's such a cute little gift. I think I sent one to Ari because she loves some cat gifts. All right. Where are my shares at?
125.
Nice. All right. So with that being said, damn,
Thank you, Dan.
I didn't mean love him like that. Yuck. No, but thank you so much for making sure that Blue is getting love up here. Gotta love the patriarchy and shit because y'all men need to stick together. Um, can you feel the love tonight? Okay. Oh, child of Elmer? Oh, being white. Like
Hmm.
Elmer's glue.
Hmm. Hmm. It took me a second when you said it earlier. I was like, wait a minute. Oh,
Oh, look.
meerkat.
A meerkat. Thank you, trademark.
And if
That
they fall in love tonight.
that reminds me of Lion King 1.5 because the other two are
Oh,
trash. Lion King 1.5 is so
1.5 is
underrated.
so good.
Oh, look, look before the hyena come. Quick before the hyena come. That's what it is.
Dig a ton, dig a ton.
Dig a tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel.
What was that?
Look before the hyena come. Oh, that's my jam. Oh my gosh, wow. I have actually gone live every day this week except for Monday, and I'm only 6 out of 15. All right, we all just gonna sit here for 5 fucking hours until something happens. I'm kidding, but no, please make sure you're continuing to interact. I really appreciate you all. Oh, yes, thank you very much because you all got me to the C4 leak. Sorry that the freaking gift gallery looks the way that it does. Oh, bite. These are just
Wait,
fun at this point.
Monster, have you not seen Lion King 1.5?
Hear me out. Get a microwave and some tinfoil. Okay, Davo doesn't know who I am as a person. I'll be right back.
Oh
I
boy.
gotta go get my bathtub decoration.
Dig a ton, dig a ton. Dig a ton, never get done. Dig a ton, dig a ton. Quick before the hyena comes.
Okay, so I do want to say that Lush is an amazing company. Amazing company. And love them. They're great, fantastic, wonderful. They also have the toaster bath bombs. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, Nuclear, I'm sorry. I missed your swan. Thank you so much. That was so cool. Y'all gonna just have me over here stemming because of music. But yeah.
Yeah, we need to have a watch party for Lion King 1.5. This
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
that
Like,
movie is so good. Seeing the entire original Lion King from Timon and Pumbaa's perspective is so good.
yes. And then the DVD had the best games on it. You could do a
Hmm.
safari. Oh, now
Yeah,
I kind of feel
I have the
old because
Blu-ray in
I'm
there.
relating with Blue.
To be fair, 1.5 came out fairly recently in comparison to the original.
All right. So tomorrow we will be getting into the intersectionality of because we wanted to do a little deep dive. So we are looking at complications with getting like SSDI disability um for different like races. And so we were looking into that and seeing if there is a disparity and like if people would get final they would have like they would end up getting different funds or different amounts of funds and whatever. Um, so that was something that we looked into, and I will read more into it because it was actually very fascinating. And oh shit! All right, I was like, why does it sound so far away?
From.
Lori.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
All right, caller, give me a second, okay? That's so far away. That's fine. Okay, my computer's. All right, caller, how
You
old
can
are
hear me,
you?
right?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm just scrolling YouTube. I've seen your name like random. So, what is your live stream?
Does that seem safe to you? Oh, just a second. Just a second. My computer just froze. What is happening right now? Obviously, you don't know because you're not seeing anything on my end, but um, what is happening right now? Okay, they can hear, so go ahead. That's the important part. They can hear shit. So my stream, so I like to talk to non-voters. I like to talk to protest voters. Also, helping people that are willing to or want to unpack their racism, misogyny, or sexism, and yeah.
Okay, so like for a hypothetical, I guess if someone was a non-voter, like what would you talk to them about?
Were you a non-voter or like someone that's like undecided when it comes to midterms?
Yeah, pretty much undecided.
Okay. So my question would be, I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm not sure what's going on with my TikTok. Oh, you know what?
Oh no, you're good.
I was like, that makes no sense because like they can hear me, but they can't see what's going on.
It broke for me for like 2 minutes, but now everything is clear.
Oh, it's still saying reconnecting for me, but I can see my. Okay, so you can hear me. Caller, were you able to hear Blue?
I'm sorry.
Were you able to hear the guy talking?
Mic check 1 2.
Yeah, I heard the other guy. I'm assuming he's like your moderator or something.
No, he's on my panel on TikTok, so that's a
Oh, okay, I
fun
got
little
you. Cool.
technology trick we got working. So for non-voters, what exactly was it that, or you has you undecided?
Yeah.
What has you undecided?
Um, Honestly, just both parties. I mean, I grew up, with family members that were considered to be quote unquote like, blue dog liberals, that were really for like pro union, kind of like what the left used to be prior to like, I don't know, like the mid 2010s, whenever the left, pretty much collectively started losing their minds and going into identity politics and everything else. That was prior to that, the left, everybody, regardless of kind of where you are. I mean, it may have been intersectional depending on where you lived at that time, but most people could kind of come to a common consensus on what they agreed on. And then everybody got into identity and started dividing into groupthink and group politics. And now it's like there is no common consensus anymore. Everyone's divided into a box. And, I remember a time when that used to not be so. And then on the right, big issue with them, obviously, is you have a bunch of far right guys that are really just kind of, they want to create a almost like a theocracy in a secular founded nation. That's a problem. Among
All right, give me one
economic
second.
issues
All right, give me.
and everything else. So it's like there's really no one solution that any side can offer. They're both kind of wrong, in my opinion.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
I was just writing some stuff down and then. Oops, I think I did something bad. Damn it. Shut my whole live down.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so no, we're fine. It's fine. I'm bringing it back up. But people have my YouTube still. It's fine. All right. So what do you consider identity politics? Is my question.
Pretty much like anything that falls into that category that is like a modern discussion of what modern society considers identity politics. So, sexuality, race, economic status, all these things. Pretty much what our modern society defines as identity politics. That's pretty much what I'm talking about.
Okay. Who honed? Okay, so basically you said mid 2010. So you're talking about marriage equality.
That's whenever I began to notice personally that politics really started to shift. Prior to that, I was a youngin, so I really wasn't paying attention to crap at that time. So
Do you understand? Do you have a problem with like talking about like sexuality and shit?
no,
Okay, so here's the thing. It Do you understand how boogeymans in politics happen?
yes,
Okay. So the boogeyman just changed. It's not that um it's not that it became identity politics. It's the fact that when marriage equality got passed in 2012, that means it took a boogeyman away. Okay? So the boogeyman was, for instance, because they had no don't ask, don't tell, in like the
right,
military and stuff like this or stuff like that. There were people that didn't have rights to their partners, like anything, just because they marriage wasn't freaking legal for them. There's just different things. So this went up to the Supreme Court, and with this, like doing the or going to the Supreme Court, it was publicized and became more public because one, that was a huge win for people in non-heterosexual relationships. That meant people got to love who they wanted to love and be able to show that just the same way that heterosexual people would. Okay. And it's not the liberals or the left that have made it into identity politics. It's just been the fact that the boogeyman shifted. So because they couldn't pick on the conservatives, couldn't pick on the gays anymore, it started to move over to the transgender or like the transgender community. Okay, before it was the
right.
gay or before the gays, it was or before the gay people. I'm half gay, so don't come at me for saying the gays. I'm not talking to you. Sorry, my
I
chat
mean,
be wild.
honestly, like I'm very open-minded, so like whether
No, you're fine.
meant that or not, or like however, dude, I really don't care. So
So
it's like whatever to me.
before
So
that, it was like being able to because they got some like a big chunk of time to be able to demonize gay people and any type of homosexual relationship. So then you push
right.
back and you go, what was before that? You go and you look at what civil rights.
Well, I guess the only reason why I said the left championed it is because like I guess they were the loudest and really the more noticeable ones that started kind of championing the the divisiveness in politics. The right has as well, but the left really kind of went hard in the paint on identity politics and stuff, and that's the reason why I say that.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily that the left has turned into identity politics. It's the fact that we've had to defend ourselves. When I say we, I mean any marginalized community has had to defend what's going on, right? So that we have to defend
Right,
ourselves and prove that we are human and prove that we deserve human rights. We deserve to eat. We deserve to live amongst everyone else. We're not freaks of nature. We just don't fit in a box. And so when,
right,
like I said, they ran out of boogeymen because you went from, oh, well, now it's not socially acceptable to attack black people. So now we gotta find another boogeyman. And that's something that's been happening. It's just the fact that more people are speaking out about being like, I shouldn't have to sit there and debate the existence of my friends. Like, I shouldn't have to debate on whether I, as a woman or as a black woman, deserves common human decency. And then you move closer to Trump campaigning. And so then it started to shift between, it started to shift more so towards immigrants, right? And when you look at
Right.
that, it just so happened to be the southern border, which is very interesting because they also say, well, Obama was the deporter in chief. But if he was so much the deporter in chief and he was tough on this and tough on that, then how the fuck did Trump went on a campaign of building a wall and getting all the illegals out?
Well, I mean, we're doing a huge jump from like the mid 2010s to now, and
No,
I get the
that was
connections that you're
2015.
making, but at the
That
same
was
time,
2015.
I also think that part of the reason why Trump won, this is just my perspective on why he won, could be maybe that during the Biden presidency, there was a heavy push, for DEI incentives in government and scholarships and things. I'm not saying that those aren't needed, right? But it was almost like it was being government sponsored, and I mean it obviously was, but it was promoted real heavy, and then it turned into men can have babies and things like that, and then you have like undecided voters out there that see this stuff, and it's like, okay, I'm left, I'm a pro-union guy, and it's like, but how did we get from being pro-union to men can have children? Like that's a pretty wild jump, and I think that's what turned a lot of people off. In all actuality.
Okay, so I didn't jump ahead because it was 2015 when I was talking about the discrimination against the southern border. It just so happened that it was also ran again or ran
But
on
you're talking
again.
about. Oh, okay. You're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
Trump's first
See,
term,
there's
rather.
that's why I didn't make the jump, but I do understand where you're coming from. And so when we're talking about when we're talking about the difference between hold on just a second, bringing my cutter hose back up because
Yeah,
I
and
had to
it
restart
probably would have
everything.
helped if there's a little clarification on that as far as like
Well, I tried. I said
Trump's
it was
first term
20.
because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
technically you say Trump, I'm thinking okay 2026 or 2024. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I did try, but it's okay. Um,
I mean,
no, it's
you
okay.
never
It's
said
okay.
anything.
Sometimes the delay happens.
Right.
But yeah, my point was there were different boogeymen out there, and once one was like, so that's why it seems like identity politics. It's just more people standing up like for themselves, and but also knowing that human rights are more so on the left side. So we those things are taken into consideration. Trust me, I wish I didn't have to vote for Democrat. I wish that there was more of a, ooh, this is a toughie.
Right.
Because I am pro-human, so I would be more of a humanist. And because I want everyone to win. Okay? I want everybody to have a
Right.
seat at the
So
table. Everyone to have a
and I
chance.
get that, but is pro-human like, and you said this, so is pro-human being okay with abortion, with essentially deleting a fetus, like a baby, before it's even born? Because that seems kind of anti-human in a way.
Okay, so my question would be, what do you understand abortion to be?
Well, well, I understand what abortion is medically. I also know what it means socially, and I also have my own opinion of what abortion is, and those are three different things. So, if you want my opinion, I can give you my opinion on what I believe, what I think abortion really is,
Okay, well,
but it's going to be an unpopular opinion.
Well, I go by the medical opinion, and so abortion is just determination of of pregnancy. So it's just a matter of like a pregnancy ending, and that can mean through birth or through medical necessity or medical means. So that is
Right.
that is abortion. It is healthcare.
So, like, are you a supporter of abortion being for anyone that just wants to get an abortion, or does there have to be certain events tied to that prior for someone to be approved of abortion
As
for
a
you?
person who has rocket launched three humans into this fucking world, I absolutely believe that abortion should be available to anyone, for anyone, at any time. Because here's the thing: again, it is no matter. It is the termination of a pregnancy. It is the termination of a pregnancy at any time in the pregnancy. Because guess what? When I had a missed miscarriage, which is a spontaneous abortion, it was still put in there as abortion. Okay? And be
Right.
and so like when laws ended up changing, it actually put my life in jeopardy because it was I didn't expel this. I didn't expel it, therefore I ended up nearly going septic. And this is something that happens very often. You also think of cases such as look at cases such as Adriana Smith's case. Have you heard about that one?
Yes.
Should a corpse be used as a incubator?
No. In my
Okay.
opinion, no.
All right. And this is against the family's wishes. And one thing I would encourage you to look into is the study of gynecology and how gynecological procedures were practiced. I'd encourage you to look at that because that situation with Adriana Smith is definitely reminiscent of how gynecological experiments happened.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why I said I don't agree with that being used as an incubator. I mean,
Okay.
that's
Yep.
kind of wrong.
So the thing is, when you continue to put little stipulations on it, and when I say little stipulations, obviously you could see that it wasn't even about the quality of life of the child. But
Oh no,
so
no.
my question would be, are you for social programs?
Well, I think social programs are good to a degree. There definitely needs to be oversight, just like with police and Congress
Yes.
and lawmakers and everything else. I'm
Yes.
pro for a lot of things, but there has to be oversight, and it has to be
Yes.
made up of people.
Okay, there
I'm
is
not saying that you
oversight.
can't
So
have strictly professionals for the oversight, but there also needs to be a panel of like randomly picked
independent.
everyday citizens that are on there as well. So that way you're not getting just a biased decision one way or the other.
Okay, so one thing I do want to point out. What did I? So there is oversight. Um, I do invite you to call back on a later date. Do you believe in capitalism?
Um, in theory,
Okay, so capitalism got
in
you
practice
today.
is completely different.
Okay, well, capitalism got you today, and I am so very sorry. I am also fundraising for someone whose family needs to eat. So the request that I got was to hang up, but I would love to continue this conversation on a different day. And Blue and I will actually continue this conversation about social programs and talking more about like what the left is actually about. Okay.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I'll give you guys a call back another day.
Also, awesome, great. So go ahead and make sure you push that thumbs up, subscribe, follow, and if you end up on the TikToks, there is a link in the link tree to be able to follow me on TikTok too. All right.
All righty. Can't guarantee I'll do that, but I'll definitely call back in. So
All
you have a
right.
good day.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.
Why can't he guarantee that? Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and say W Spark Spark because Spark Spark is yelling at me.
Right.
I'm talking to non-voters.
I think people were getting
I know.
overstimulated by the.
I understand. I'm this weekend I will be working on I will be working on something. Do I know what it is? Not yet. Hold on. I will be working on switching over my sound software. Simply so that I can isolate sounds. So I can have my mic on, or so I can isolate sounds better. That way I can have my mic on and be able to yap with the tubes and play music over here without it interfering with the tubes. So thank you for calling in, caller. I really appreciate. Okay. Somebody check the breaking news. I want to know. I'm nosy. Damn it! I had really good traction, and then my TikTok said, "Yeah, frick out of here."
Yeah.
Please, go ahead and let me, or please go ahead and continue doing the things that you were doing initially. I appreciate y'all hanging in there. I am so excited. That means someone scrolled upon my live on the tubes, and that is a win. And I'm putting that in my planner because I use my planner as for accomplishments because I forget to write my appointments in it. So I'm still going to make use out of it. Yes, social programs. Go ahead, Blue.
They are regulated.
Oh yes, they are regulated. But also if there is a the big part about social programs are if they are catching fraud, that means the audits are working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
there is oversight.
Yeah. So if fraud is being caught, that means audits are working.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the fraud is not getting caught, that means DOD, there is, if you're not hearing about fraud, it's likely still happening. Okay. And that means there's probably no oversight. DOD.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so go ahead, Blue.
Your mic got real crunchy.
Is it done?
Nope. TikTok, why? I'm sick of this app. Check 1 2. I can't hear you, Mia. Yeah, can't hear you on the tube or on the TikToks. They can hear me on the tube apparently. Yeah, they can still hear me, but for whatever reason, your mic isn't. This is clearly Naquan's fault. Darling, je vous aime beaucoup. Je ne sais pas what to do. You know you completely stolen my heart. Morning, noon, and nighttime too. Says you're wondering what to do. That's the way I felt right from the start. Ah, chérie, my love for you is straightforward. Wish my French were good enough. I'd tell you so much more, but I hope that you comprehend all the things you mean to me. Darling, je vous aime beaucoup. I love you, yes I do. Yes, I am aware that Naquan used to be a criminal. Oh, no. I heard a pop, but then nothing. Oh, I heard a click. Heard the mouse click for a second and then nothing.
Can you hear me? I feel like Tubes can hear me because I just turned the audio on up over there. Tubes, can you hear me?
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic smile.
Yo!
Is it only 'cause you're lonely? Men have blamed you.
Oh, so y'all
For
heard me
that Mona
scream.
Lisa
My
strangeness
apologies.
in your smile. Do you smile to tempt the lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken
Okay,
heart?
so I know.
Many
Look, I
dreams
know
have been
that the shit is
brought to
working
your
because
doorstep.
y'all can hear me. It's legitimately not
They
registering.
just lie there and they die there.
That's what happened.
Are you warm? Are you real?
Hello.
Mona Lisa.
I figured it out.
Or just a cold and
Chase is on the
lonely,
case.
lovely work of art. Yeah, I don't hear anything over here. so weird. So yeah, I can hear over the tube. I hear nothing.
All right, I'm gonna mute tubes really quick because once I pull this up, it might actually start working again.
There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. Oh,
Hello.
there you are.
I'm back. I just took this all the way. I took this all the way to a place it did not need to go. It was my fucking mixer. I forgot this is exactly what happened last time.
People got a mini concert, so they should be running up
I heard you the whole time.
your goals.
That's why I was so
I
confused.
could see your expressions.
No, I start yelling because I was like, I started yelling, and then that just so happened to be when that's when Tubes could hear me again. But it's good.
She yelled in our ear.
Okay, so Tubes, love me, forgive me. Like and subscribe. Maybe follow. For more unhinged.
Do all the good things.
Your fucking bitch, your fucking mixer's fucked. So as I was saying, I will be working on that. I will be working on that. I'm experimenting with that. So, hi, I'm Mia. I'm gonna do a commercial for myself. Just a second. Hello. Welcome to my live stream where I like to talk to racists, misogynists, non-voters, and protest voters. Because I want to focus on harm reduction for the marginalized communities. And when I don't have people that call in, or if I don't have people that are on the panel, I do currently have my co-host Blue. We call him Blueski. He is Blue Heart on the tubes. And that's with a 3 instead of a E. And then HRT. That means something in one of my past lives. I haven't figured that out yet. Anyway.
I didn't know what it meant until years after I was using it.
I am currently neurospicy. I am diagnosed neurospicy. So this might be a wild ride, but together we will make it. Together we will go and we will vote in November. And we will vote for the right people. So then we don't continue to roll back in time. I don't do the back and forth arguing bullshit. Because if somebody starts raising their voice, I just start singing in my head. Because there'd be some bangers up there, okay? So I just wanted to make sure that you knew who I was. I will gentle parent someone. Because I have toddlers. So if you act like a fucking toddler, I'm going to talk to you like a toddler. I even have a whistle. Since y'all like football, I will blow said whistle when there is a flag on the play. And the flag on the play will be, well, misogynistic ways and interrupting me. Which is your misogynistic ways. Try me. Any Hoosers.
Fried cheese, not me. I
I will
throw hands.
probably cut this commercial for myself. TikTok makes me feel so technologically incompetent and illiterate, which is wild because I can legitimately construct an entire computer and program it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Because TikTok Live Studio is so stupid.
I just saw somebody scrolling that would benefit from some deconstructing. I ain't gonna call him out though. 15-yard penalty. I mean, if that's the only way a man will understand, then Dumb Girl Sports coming soon. Exactly. So my biggest thing is I wish they would or like OBS wouldn't be like, you need a stream key.
And there's so many things within TikTok Live that they have like.
See, when y'all tell people to do shit, the only thing that I will listen to is capitalism.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, my kids are sleeping actually for the first time. And there's volume control, so I won't blow your ears off. Dan, for the contribution to the goal, just for me to blow the whistle. And it also has like a little ball in there. That's that neurospiciness right now. But yeah. The other thing I wanted to talk about is if I do 2-a-days, I might fill the time. Blow the whistle. Do, 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 do. Okay. Anyway. Monty is an honorary Negro, almost. Could be, possibly. I got to talk to the Negro delegation about that one. Anyway. Yes.
I don't think there will be any complaints.
So I will be splitting. I will be splitting my time, possibly. And if I am going to do twice a day, I think I will be utilizing my panel for like interviews. And when I say interviews, is just like someone talking about their intersectionality experience. And then open the phone for calls whenever it's that time. But that will definitely be something that will be, I might play around with that. Like maybe do it once a week, see how that does. But that might be one thing that I might add, because apparently TikTok sent us emails talking about get to work, bitch, if you want to be on the algo. So, a bitch about to be online all hours of the day. Yee, capitalism.
Woo.
Okay, so I just saw. Thank you, my neurospicy brain needed to blow the whistle. Well, W Dan, because I think a lot of people did not want to be left in suspense. What am I at? I don't. Okay, so because I've gotten so used to Okay, Dan. I went and got my eyes checked today, so I'll be getting new glasses soon. I just have to
Yay.
actually drive to the VA to go pick them out. But that will be changing soon. So I might go back to my I think I might go back to my black frames. Be the sexy librarian again.
Oh my.
I don't even need the soundboard up here.
Hey
But-
now.
We actually need that so we can send that to for Steve to use. But yes, I will be doing this with intention, with purpose, and I want you all to know that I come here with intention and with purpose because I care about the outcome. Because at a small scale, I could look at my children and be like, they could be the greatest people. Valid point. So I can look at my children and be like, they will be the greatest people. But what good do the greatest people do out in the world when they're surrounded by bullshit? Okay. So I'm looking at a macro level in order to affect the micro. And that is what I want to, that is why I want to be able to make sure that you all know that there is a space to come into and deconstruct whatever you realize that you have come across. I'm scared.
I heard macro level, but I heard mackerel.
Like stuffed mackerel. User inmate number. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. I'm curious. I'm just kind of confused on your prompt. So you want us to choose a privilege, or are you saying we have them?
So you're would you identify as a masculine type?
Yes.
So
I think
would you
everybody in
be
our
a
collaborative.
man?
Yes. Everybody in our collaborative is.
So ding 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 ding. So that's privilege right there because we live in the patriarchy. Okay, and then so what might your skin color be?
Like I said, everybody in my collaborative, including myself, we're all white males.
Okay, so yes, you would be a child of Elmer.
Sure. I'm not sure what that would mean, but
Like
sure.
Elmer's glue. It was just a funny.
Oh, okay. It's just a meme. Okay.
Okay. No, it was just me, not a meme. I'm just funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, you're good. But yeah, yeah, we all are.
And then don't get ahead
I
of
think you're saying
yourself.
all. I think you're saying all of them in the collaborative. Or
Yes, correct.
Okay,
white
I just
males.
had to check that out. And then, like, not voting or protest voting comes from a place of privilege because that means you have privilege enough to not take into consideration the marginalized communities when you are doing that. But also, it's a privilege to like not have a care in the world of how your life is being affected.
I think it's afforded to everybody here.
What?
Now, personally, we all vote. You know, we all go out of our way to vote, but you're free to not vote if you don't want to.
Yeah, it's a privilege to not vote. Like we are afforded the right to vote. It is a privilege to not vote, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
Because you like if you are not voting, then it is a privilege to be very disconnected to like to make change within the world.
Okay,
Yeah. So
I
if you're
think
not
that's fair.
using your voice,
Mm-hmm.
that's like basically being like, you know what, I'm gonna be a movie star, but I'm gonna be a voice actor for a silent movie.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Take
Yeah.
those score.
But like I said, we all go out of our way to, vote even locally. Yeah, I'd say if you don't, and that can apply to anybody. Anybody can refuse to do that or just not care. I'd say that comes from a point of privilege. Sure, I think it's against your own best interest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would agree. So we all go out every electoral cycle and cast a ballot.
Okay, I'm missing something. Where is the we coming from?
What do you mean?
I missed something when you were talking, apparently. You're saying we. You keep saying we.
Well, yeah, me and everybody in my clavern, yeah. At least my chapter. Certain chapters don't, but we all do. We all certainly go out.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
I can't keep doing this, man. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
I was like, hold up.
I fucking can't keep doing it. I tried to make it more and more fucking obvious, bro, but I just couldn't.
I was like,
Fuck,
I was
man.
like, is she hearing this?
I was like, dude, I was trying to make it obvious. I'm like, hey, maybe if I just keep saying claver and she'll fucking. Oh fuck, dude.
I was like, are they wizards?
No, if you had asked me, because you kind of got my check, man, I was like, I was gonna be like, yeah, dude, I'm just in the triple K, just be all just be super fucking respectful about it.
I mean, they be wizards, just the
Dude.
other type of wizards. So I was just like, oh, okay.
Bro, I went to this one guy's live, and he was like this big
Wait,
redneck.
who the fuck
right?
are you?
I mean, I'm just some random. Like, I'm just some dude just having fun, right? So, I went into this one redneck's live who was, like, really political, like one of, the Donald Trump ones. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm just transgender. What, do you got a problem with it? And he fucking lost his goddamn mind. I was like, dude, I'm a real woman. I swear to God. Oh, fuck, that was good.
Lord.
But I just wanted to come in and, fuck with you a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. You gotta laugh sometimes,
I laugh all the time. I'm fucking hilarious, like I told you.
I'm gonna follow you just as fun.
All right. Well, I do welcome some children of Elmer. Congratulations. You have a
I have
daddy now.
not to keep you guys busy, but I'll tell you what you could. I don't know how many viewers you guys typically get in here. What if we just kept this going and we wait till a redneck comes in here, or and dude, I can just rage bait him. I'm just gonna keep
so
going on.
Surprised on how much that does not matter.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it is funny.
My blackness alone will get the racists in here.
Bro, I have an idea. Okay, we're gonna get a redneck in here, okay? And then I'm gonna insist.
Why don't you just go find them, you go follow them, and then you send lives when I go live.
Dude, that's fucking great. Can you say that I'm a real woman? Like when they get in here? Just give me a few minutes. I can find some idiot real quick. Just insist that I'm a real woman. That's all you have to do. If you do that, I promise they'll get mad really quickly. I promise. It's going to be fucking hilarious. I can get some big dumb redneck in here too. Just be like, yeah, he's a real woman. But yeah, what's the problem? And we can just rage bait him. That's it.
I just don't think gender should be a thing. I think that we should just abolish gender roles.
And of course,
but who would take out the trash?
I mean, well, not me. Oh, I guess we can kind of get a little serious, but I would say yes, but not for combat roles. I'm a veteran, so it's fucking hard to.
Oh, that's so crazy. It's cold in here.
I mean, I haven't seen a lot of women 11 Bravos, is all I'm saying.
11 bang bangs. Oh, so Army as well.
I mean, I was in the Marine Corps. I was in 03, not 11 Bravo, but I guess that would be applicable to the Army too.
11.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I reclassed as a 31, so did my 6, got out.
Do you
so.
think I wouldn't be able to translate a combat role? A grunt's a grunt. Y'all just eat fucking crayons. Ours lick windows.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty accurate. Blowing shit up is fun, dude. I just hate having to fucking hike out there. That's all. But look, anyway, I'm gonna go find a redneck. I'm gonna bring him in here, okay? And we're just gonna fuck
Who
with
are
him.
you voting
Good?
for in your midterms?
Oh no, I'm going blue. Whoever the fuck, like, as long as they don't support APAC or take APAC money, or they don't support like Israelis, I think they got me.
All right.
I went for Kamala last time, if that makes any, you know.
Well,
I'm not a Republican by any means.
it would make a difference if you say Kamala. However, I will say you have to also take into consideration harm reduction. Like, look at the actual policies. Like, understand. I understand if you're looking like in the primaries, right, and you're trying to decide. I understand the whole APAC money type of thing. I get it, because that's the chance. That's the best chance you have of like getting someone that's like not mainstream out there, getting their name out there. However, when it comes to the midterms, don't do that fucking protest voting bullshit. And it's not necessarily about being like anti-Trump. It's about being pro-people, right? And I understand when it comes to APAC and stuff like that, we also have to figure out who is for abolishing or overturning, not abolishing, but either way, Citizens United, because we operate off money. And if we continue to do the purity politics when it comes to money, then we're fuckered.
So what happened, hypothetically? Because I'm not sure that the GOP is going to put forward like a non-Israeli candidate, well, Israeli supportive candidate. What happens if the DNC puts forward an anti-Israel? Like, we vetted the guy; he doesn't take APAC money. He's not anti-Israel, but he has dog shit policies. What then?
That's why I said it's important to look at the policies.
I mean, but like, would you like? What if they just have dog shit policies, but they're anti-Israel? I think that's the most important thing we have going to deal with right now. At least my opinion.
If they have dog shit policies, that means they are not going to move for change at all, like anything in any direction. So the thing is about like, and this is where privilege would come in, right? So if after Black people got the right to vote, if they were just like, you know what, nope, that candidate and that candidate, they're racist, so they just don't vote after they just fought for the right to fucking vote. So it's a matter of harm reduction. So you look at the policies and you go off the policies, okay? But that's also your chance to, like I said, primaries is your chance to be able to rally for politicians that are for getting rid of Citizens United. Or overturning Citizens United. The other thing that you can look into is if there just so happens to be APAC funding, because we are talking about harm reduction. If there just so happens to be APAC funding, talk to the candidate about how they feel about overturning Citizens United.
They have here's the only thing I'm wrestling with, though. If let's say they have dog shit policies, but they're not an APAC candidate and they don't take APAC funding, like the guy who has good policies, but he's going to be taking APAC funding, is going to be doing Israel's bidding. No, which like we have fucking war with Iran right now. So like I can't like I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just like, I don't know if those policies outweigh support for Israel. I think support for Israel is like the main thing we have to address right now.
Okay.
I think that's like numero uno.
Okay, so if we're talking about bad policy, unless you can, because here's the thing, you're also going to have people that think that their fucking policy is the bee's knees. Unless you're going to take over their fucking campaign and change that, then you're literally throwing your vote away. Like, because people
I think the GOP is doing that like right now. I think the GOP is doing that right now. Like,
why do you think a lot of the GOP has been able to get into power?
APAC. I mean, hell, look what they did. Same thing with the DNC. Look what happened with we primaried the hell out of Bernie. Like, they primaried the hell out of Bernie in 2016.
Okay, but people threw away their vote. That is why.
What do you mean throw away their vote?
So they either protest voted for people that were write-ins and didn't have any like type of backing, right? or they
Harambe.
didn't
So i.e.
vote.
third party is I
Yeah,
take it is what you mean by that. Yeah.
or write in third party, either way, right? And so
Ah,
Where
wait
they
for
voted
it.
for Harambe.
Yeah, so when you think about this, like a lot of the time, it's been more people have voted against or their action was against Trump and
yeah, I
not
understand
for.
what
And
you're.
same
Yeah.
thing with different people with the GOP. It's the fact that there are actually a lot of conservative politicians that are only in that position because they're running uncontested.
Yeah, I'd say so. That's fair.
So I say pay attention to policy because especially especially when it comes to fucking representatives, because they only got fucking like hey, you getting fucking not even 6 months, you getting 4 months. I want to see what you can put on the table.
I mean, when it comes to like the locally, I suppose, yeah, that matters. But
No,
when it comes
even
to things
federally,
like
because
Congress and whatnot,
how long is a representative's term?
4, 4 to 8. No, educate me.
It's 2.
2. All right, cool, noted.
So when I say you got 4 months to put your shit out on the table, you got 4 months to put your shit on the table. It better be 11:59 before the fucking deadline, and I better see 5 out of the 6 policies you proposed in your fucking campaign. Oh, gotta go.
Also, the state representatives influence the federal as well, because look at what's happening with redistricting right now. Here in Tennessee, our state representatives called a special session to change the districts here to influence what federal representation we're going to have.
I'm having a hard time disagreeing with anything you guys are saying.
So
I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, but I can't really poke holes in anything
oh,
here.
don't do that, because here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you. What is 92%?
What do you mean?
What is significant about 92%?
I don't know. Educate me. I'm very new to all this. You're gonna have to educate me. You know, I'm just a dumb,
92%
redneck.
of black women voted for Kamala Harris. 92% of black women said and knew everything that is happening right now, people being disenfranchised, people being targeted, people like the things that have happened. These are things that not only Kamala Harris has or ended up stating if the election went this way, as well as Barack Obama, stuff like that, right? So these 92%, black women are correct 92% of the time. Listen to black women. Because one thing that you should always carry with you and tell everybody that you know, because it's like historically proven, if a black woman benefits from this, that means all of us can benefit from it. Because we are lowest on the totem pole. If you take out, like if we're looking at all these, right? Or at least just like, so I can't benefit from white supremacy. I can't benefit from the patriarchy. I can only benefit from classism, and then still up there, I'm still going to get hate from white supremacy and the fucking patriarchy.
Yeah, that tracks.
So I'm
Well,
going to be
is
the first
a
to
lot of
suffer.
people.
I'm going to be the first to suffer, but I am going to be in the last to benefit. Okay? So especially when we talk about things like DEIA and stuff like that, the highest receipt, like the people that benefited the most off of fucking DEIA were white women. There is literally not anything really that's black person specific. Like it benefits only black people when it comes to federal stuff.
in 2016, as a younger guy, I did go for Trump because, of course, I dig. I'm a hillbilly from Georgia, right?
Yeah. The fact that you're
What?
from
What do you
Georgia
think?
that took me out, not even the fucking one-off.
What do you mean the one off? What was the one off?
How many times you vote for Trump?
That one time.
Okay, that
Mind you,
one-off.
hindsight being 2020, no one knew anything about. Well, at least it wasn't taken seriously. No one knew anything about the whole Epstein thing. Like no one knew. I as a redneck heard low taxes and pew pews. You got me.
You didn't know. Don't say no one.
I mean, yeah, correction. I didn't know. I had no idea because I'm 28 now.
What
How
part
old
of
was I in
Georgia?
fucking 20?
But like northeast, like
Nah,
northwest.
Florida, Georgia line. I don't want to
Okay.
dox myself.
No, I
Florida,
know.
Georgia,
That's
like,
why I said. That's why I started being more specific about regions, not being like,
yeah.
oh, you
The
fucking.
rural, like small town rural, everybody knows everybody type shit.
I heard that man say grab him by the pussy, and I was like, nope.
I mean, I was younger. I mean, how old was I back in fucking 2016? I mean, I'm 28 now. Do the math, I guess. That was before I enlisted. I enlisted in 17. So,
I enlisted in 17.
for real, what branch?
Army.
What was your MOS?
68 Alpha. But you wouldn't know that because you don't know.
No.
So I basically fix medical equipment. I call myself a glorified electrician.
That's cool.
Um,
I mean, you can't. No one can say shit about it. You're a pogue, yeah, but still, who cares?
everybody's a fucking pogue unless they're legitimately not. Like, but the thing is, you can't really have pogues without support.
This is true.
If the medical equipment don't work, then shit, you ain't getting medical care. Like,
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on.
all right. Alrighty, y'all. I know that I've had quite a few hiccups, and I know that you guys have completely stopped tapping, but can I make a challenge? Can y'all see how fast y'all can get to 50K collectively? Let's do socialism where it's like collectivism, right? Let's see how much we can tap to get to 50K and how fast we can get there. Also, we're also getting close to Friday, and that means you're getting close to the weekends. That means your partners will thank you, as Monty would say. So finger day is every day. Okay, so let me catch up on these comments over here. Oh my god, women can do combat. That is absolutely correct. Honestly, when it comes to combat, MOSs is just a matter of hygiene. So because policies have hygiene where obviously that can be accommodated with like hormones, birth control, stuff like that. But that's one thing that would kind of, I think it's like 48 hours for women, depending on the branch. So 48 hours to 72 hours for women. And so that would be the only thing that would kind of just be off, but I guess a waiver. Because getting showers into spaces is not that difficult, especially if you have like a field hospital near. It's just a matter of getting back and forth if, for instance, you're constantly under fire. And then thank you for the heart me. Izzy! Okay. And then catching up, yeah, where is that?
Oh, I was muted. Izzy!
Not you yelling into the abyss.
I was muted. Oh, yeah. Yes, what you said.
Mia saying right now is yes, I'll add verify sources on who's getting funding. Some APAC trackers have been shown some APAC trackers have shown a lot of inaccuracy when it comes to funding. So Open Secrets is a good one, but also you do want to look at, because people are very vocal about not voting for people who take money from APAC, you also have, like, you know, the umbrella funds where, like, it might fall under APAC or it might come from a particular donor that just so happens to be the largest donor to APAC, you know, you see? But there's plenty of ways to get around this, and this is a big reason why it's very important for to focus on overturning Citizens United after some people are held accountable for their fucking trigger happiness.
Adi, as much as you are a trendsetter, the Izzy yell isn't. The Izzy yell is from Repo.
Yeah,
From a
Manny
Repo
actually
situation.
started that.
Yep.
We didn't give a fuck about Izzy coming into a room into that.
Now that's wild, but
Is it?
a little bit.
I didn't give a fuck about Izzy before that. Is that better? Does that make you feel better?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know. Whenever I posted that video, when Monty posted that video, I don't give a fuck about Izzy. I'm probably going to end soon because I'm probably going to catch a flag for that shit. But thank you so very much. And we made it to 53K in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Y'all don't piss me off.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry.
How the fuck y'all move that quick? But when I ask y'all to tap, you're like, oh, I guess. Thank you, though. But I just know what y'all are capable of with fucking 12 people in a fucking room. Let's be so fucking for real.
Y'all aren't living up to your potential.
I can't tap like I
what
used
you
to.
say.
No, I know y'all have. I know what y'all are capable of doing. Okay, so by tubes, I'm gonna see who I can drift some followers off of, or drift a redirect off of. So I can start doing 2-day. I might take a nap and then start trying to go live right when. Okay, I'm not gonna say that plan. Anyway, I will start figuring out how I can best accommodate the masses. But it was really nice knowing that someone just stumbled across my live or while scrolling. So that means something's happening. But I will see you all tomorrow. What time? I don't know. I think I have to do like some type of duel with Blue to see who the fuck gets what time. So, see you soon.